The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it with Bell.
Missed.
He will not go down. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 16-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Bell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. He finds Hopkins complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Kevin Minter in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Catanzaro's kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Where's the set? 19! 58, come on! Check! I 59! Motion!
On first and 10, Watson. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
That's it, baby. That's it. Reset. 19. 56.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, 54. Alert. Hustle. 56. The mark.
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll give this to Bell running right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Stick looks to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Stick back to pass. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Stick. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and a yard. Stick into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's Watson. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Now Watson. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
24. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. You don't know no better.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. 1 yard.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Your trip is here.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very event. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Minter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go. 60 outlaw. Hey, let's get that home. Hey, Alpha. 53. Now. 53 is the Mike. I got it. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Watson on 1st down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. It's caught by Funchess. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Deshaun Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
20 points down, he's coming. That's 55. 56. Mike, 56, right there.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. 56. 55.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
Check, check.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Check, check. Alert, alert.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jordan Matthews, 33 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here. The first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Alert. 58 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Get it roll. West. Check to the pass.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
36, 24.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Six.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
All day. Check it back. To the car. 56 to Mike.
From the gun, Watson. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick here, fielded about the 17.
Philip Lindsay on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stiff. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And getting this just shy of midfield. Spotted at the 49. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
You ready?
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, pick your game up.
Hey. Look at me. Go. Shoot.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
53's Mike. Check
Hey,
it.
orbit.
Watch the screen. 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 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
1st and 10, Stick. He's got it to Hilton. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Hey, we got you. Ready?
To throw again on 2nd down. Stick. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 26 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
On the ready.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
53. Here we go. Watch out.
Yes.
53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Come on,
Get it.
Stick to throw once more. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
50 and 7.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, the Sanders has got it, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Get wide. Hey, 31! 58 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
No. Off.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
31.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. It's caught by Sanders. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
What you got, Navy? Give me some. Give me some.
29. Check. Crunch. Cover.
White 36.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Yeah, baby.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Again, it's Bell. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
He was brought down by Trey Flowers. A 3-yard pickup.
Down.
And it's
18
third down.
Back to throw. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
On first down, Bell. Oh, good move. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Hey, watch. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hit. Watch the twist. Check.
Fire.
Here's Bell. Bell sheds him off. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Protein spell.
Check 26.
Go.
53's the mic.
52.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with time running out as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Funches has it complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
It's a gain of 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4th down and 1.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Check 13.
He may try and run for this. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set. 19. 58. Come on. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check 99.
Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
At the 45-yard line.
The onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This would put them in the NFC title game. And it's no good. He comes up empty on the late field goal try, and they are out here in the divisional round. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.